Yo, it's your boy G, CEO of Jack's BPs. If you don't know my motto, big scales lead to big sales. That's what I'm on to. You know, reptiles is my thing and my hobby. You know what I mean? The more I learn, the more I understand what type of money is in this business, and the more I get to have some more fun and make some money on the side. So listen, man, we back with another video, and guess what? We ain't talking about ball pythons today. Today we were talking about my latest edition, Club Tailed Iguanas, better known as Oxycans, spiny tail lizards, and Kentosaurus Quinta something. You can Google it, it'll show up. But what I do know is they are native to Central America. In reference to them, the best thing to kind of like compare them to are green iguanas. I asked as many questions as I could when I purchased them from the Ohio Reptile Expo this past Saturday. I walked out, I got a pair of them. Don't know the sex yet. Don't even know if anyone knows how to sex them. This is literally something different, something new. I'll jump straight into it. But that's why I'm making this video, because there's hardly anything on YouTube about Club Tailed Iguanas. So listen, man, we're gonna jump into it. I'm gonna show y'all the purchase I made. Hopefully y'all like what y'all see. I'm gonna show y'all the enclosure that I got them in. So here we have it. The name I came up with for these guys is, well, I didn't come up with it. One of mine truly, somebody near and dear to my heart came up with the names. We came up with Biggie Smalls. This is Smalls right here. He's a little on the smaller side, a little slimmer than the other one. This is Biggie right here. Biggie is kind of standoffish, but he got a little more color to him. He's definitely, that green is popping a little bit. I really like that green, man. Biggie just, you know the difference between Biggie and Smalls when you see him, but they definitely look like they're both spiny tail, Club Tailed Iguanas. His tail, if you look, his tail is definitely a little shorter than Small's tail. I don't know if that's like maybe happened as a hatchling, or if another, sometimes typically that happens with reptiles, especially lizards. As babies, they'll mistake a toe or the tip of a tail as a feeder or some type of insect, and it happens. So with that being said, hey, I got this video. Maybe 2-3 months from now, it'll regenerate some. I don't know. That's something I'm about to look up. If you know that information, feel free again, man. Drop the comments and drop your response or any knowledge you got about that in the comments. And I'm gonna go ahead and put his hide back over him, get him his little space. But I did add 2 hides in there, just so I don't know if they're gonna fight. For the most part, it seems like Biggie is kind of like more the aggressive one. I could be wrong, but it seems like every time Biggie's in a facility, Smalls relocates. I'm definitely just observing, just trying to stay in tune. I work night shifts, so it's kind of hard to stay in tune with what's going on. But when I am here in my room, I do sit up and observe and just pay attention. It's kind of neat. It's, it's relaxing. It's just, and something I like to do. But look, we got I got him a hammock, just to get him closer to that bulb, closer to that heat element. I actually got 100. Is it 100 watt? I believe that's 100 watt. That's a 100 watt light bulb in there now, basking bulb, as well as a 10.0 UVB bulb as well. I'm thinking about adding like another light over here, like just a LED light, just to brighten it up during the day a little more. But as of right now, they got multiple heat basket spots. Like right now, right there, we got 80, we got 98. Look, we started Smalls a little bit, and they're incredibly quick, y'all. Like, they're fast. Like, if I can get him to move a little bit, like, they're incredibly quick. Like, they can move. I'm glad he's not running. Glad I'm not moving, but I'm sure y'all see later on in this video or another video, they're incredibly quick. Like, hands down, probably the fastest lizard or reptile I've owned. But listen, let me get back to these temperatures. I got a basking spot at 109, 98, 99, okay. And then down here we got, I think it's around, okay, we got 108. Up here we got 119. and right here we got 89. And then on this side of the enclosure, just gonna do the top of this hide. Top of this hide is at 86. This corner over here is at 78. So I'm doing a pretty decent job, I think, from the information that I've been given. This, you know, you always want to have a hot side, a cool side, multiple basking spots, just in case, you know, you got a bully in the enclosure. If you have pairs, you don't want to have one stressing out because it's not getting an adequate, you know, amount of heat, or, you know, whatever it is that they need. Sometimes you might have a bully in there, man, to, you know, not let them get what they need, man, you know. So, you know, he might not have the weight on him that he need to fight back, or, you know, to, you know, claim his, you know, his little spot or his space. So, you know, it's your job as an owner and, you know, as a keeper to provide multiple options, you know, so he don't have to be stressed out. I did get multiple thermometers. This actually reads the temperature, the ambient temperature of this side of the enclosure, really the enclosure, but on this side over here, right now it's reading at just over 80. And it's saying that the hydrometer, that's another word for humidity, basically. That's in between 45 and 50. I was told in between 45 and 50 is kind of where you want it to be at for these guys, because they're not really tropical reptiles or iguanas. They're more so dry. You know, they like dry heat. And then over here, I got another thermometer. Right now, that thermometer is reading at, the humidity is actually at 40, a little under 40, because obviously, well, this is the hotter side, the warmer side, more drier side of the enclosure. So naturally it's going to be a little less humid over here, but they still have that ratio that I'm trying to hit on the cooler side, which, you know, that way they can, you know, they can control, you know, what temperature they want to be in when they want to do so, you know. I did just miss this enclosure down probably about 15 minutes ago, so it was a little on the cooler side. I had to give it some time to like heat back up. And I missed them down because I have yet to see them drink any water. I got a smaller water bowl in there because, like I said, they like drier environments from what I've been researching. When you got a bigger water bowl in there, that water, everybody knows when it's hot, water evaporates, it rises, it creates a more humid feeling. They're not tropical, they don't need a lot of humidity. So I'm gonna keep it dry. I also used to have a cover. I used to have some tape and foil taped to the top of half of this screen lid to trap more humidity in there when I housed my juvenile blue tegu monitor. He's no longer with us. He was rehomed. You know, I gotta check. I'm gonna try to tap back in with him and give y'all an updated video on how Romeo's going. If you guys are, you know, following me and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, I'll probably drop pictures or post pictures later. But yeah. I definitely went out, man, and I kind of moved things around. I made a few changes. I did with this, I did with that. The only thing that I've supplied them with as far as food so far has been superworms. There's superworms in here. I don't like, okay, yeah, we got superworm right there. There's crickets running around. Let me see. Yeah, there's crickets running around in there. And that white stuff, that's actually calcium. You know, I don't know exactly how much calcium they require, how much calcium they need, but I do like to give any of my lizards or monitors that eat whole food, well, you know, like vegetables. They eat a lot, from what I saw, they eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Not as young. They need more insects, more protein, insects, superworms, crickets, dubia roaches, things like that. I haven't tried the dubia roaches, but I'm gonna get around to that. But as I get a little older, they'll eat more fruits and vegetables. Sometime here soon, I'm gonna try to, you know, throw those vegetables in there first. I'll probably start with some greens, some collard green, mustard greens. Something that's, you know, kind of typical for iguanas or monitors to eat, you know, and I just experiment a little bit. That's what makes it, you know, entertaining. Speaking of entertaining, come on, man. You can't be letting the crickets run all over your head like that, man. But yeah, man, they got food in here. Like I said, the temperatures are where I'm thinking they should be. If you know something different, man, feel free to, like I said, feel free to hop in the comments, man, leave any info or knowledge that you might have on these club tailed iguanas. It's only been a week. Well, it ain't even been a week yet. Saturday, it'd be a full week that I had them. It's only been a few days. For the most part, the enclosure's set up for now, for at least the next month or so, before I make any changes after I notice a few things. You got to sit back, observe, and, just, see what they got going on. See what they like, see what they don't like. It's interesting. It's, fresh, something refreshing for me. Originally, when I asked about them, when I seen them, they caught my eye. It's kind of like, I did research the night before I went to the expo, and I seen where, I seen a lot of spiny-tailed iguanas. And these are like, when you go to look up club-tailed iguanas, a lot of spiny-tailed iguanas pop up, or green iguanas. And when you're asking about them in person, like when I was asking the guy that I purchased them from, which was actually Pets Plus, 421 West Ave. They was out of New York, Lockport, New York. Is actually the breeder and the owner that I purchased these guys from. I'll definitely tap in with you guys and, just, pick their brains if I can. Get them to reiterate on some of the knowledge that I received at the expo. But yeah, man, when I was asking questions about them, they said that size-wise, as adults, they're kind of like similar to bearded dragons. I can't imagine they'll be as like thick or wide as bearded dragons. But that's kind of like the size range. Definitely nowhere near as big as your average or your regular green iguana. Not as aggressive, definitely more flighty. I imagine they might be a little bit quicker, just because they're a little lighter, more elusive, a little slimmer. But man, I'm learning, I'm getting into it, I'm enjoying it. The ball pythons, that's my thing too. That's what started Jack's BPs, Jack's ball pythons. But ball pythons is not the only thing we dealing with over here. We got Savannah monitor, new club tail iguanas. Hey, Junior got a mapping turtle. We turned, man. But yeah, man, tap in, like, subscribe, share, man. Any knowledge that you got, or, if you know somebody who might know something about these club tail iguanas, man, all knowledge is good knowledge, man. Knowledge is power, man. That's what I'm posting for. That's what I'm sharing for. And so I can share with y'all, my experiences, what I'm going through, and what, is helping me grow and learn and evolve. And, man, I love when y'all can give me feedback and, just let me know I'm doing something right. Just confirm what I'm doing is right, or, good for them. It's going to help them thrive, and, me to feel like I made a decent purchase, and I'm investing in, I made the right investments, man. So tap in, like, subscribe. Jax BP, CEO, man. G, I'm out. Thanks for the support, man. Stay tuned.